Hi Taurus, welcome into your reading. Welcome in, welcome in. Alrighty, let's see what's going on for you guys. We're going to read for the second week. The wrist. Second week of June. I'm sorry, I've been having wrist issues, a lot of pain in my wrist, so shuffling has been hard. Alright, Taurus, second week of June. Okay. Maybe drink some coffee. What's the situation here for my Taurus, please? There's something weighing on your mind, something that has to do with not really karma, but a situation where you feel like it needs to be balanced, like it's not fair. A situation, whether it's fair or not fair, it's weighing on the back of your mind because it's giving you sleepless nights, stress, anxiety. Some of you might be quite literal, something to do with court, pending court. And it is bothering you, whatever it is. All right, I do see a Cancer back here. It doesn't have to be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It just represents somebody who is emotionally available, someone who is emotionally mature, ready to have a relationship. But the fact that you're stressing over whether you're doing something that's fair or not is kind of what's bothering you, unless you're worried about something to do with court. Court could be like divorce, marriage, lawsuit, you get it. What's coming in for Taurus, please? Well, here's your Knight of Pentacles, which is your tried and true method of operations. The Knight of Pentacles talks about moving slowly but cautiously. Yeah, you're definitely moving away from into a different direction. The Six of Swords talks about mentally disengaging, leaving a situation behind, leaving rough waters and going into something much smoother. But you're going slowly, you're going cautiously. So in case you need to stop and reverse engines, you will. But right now you're just like, I think I found my way. I think I found my person. I think I found my place. I'm going to go in that direction. All right. What is it that Taurus doesn't see coming their way? If I look like I'm looking all over the place, it's because I moved the camera and now I'm trying to adjust looking at the camera. All right. The Empress, which is kind of your card, pretty much, and then the Tower, two major arcanas. There's a scenario here where you are resisting or you are being very defensive. This is a huge fight. This is a breakup. This is a job loss. This is something big. And I think you're doing it because you know your worth and your value. I think like it's one of those things like where you're being undervalued, underappreciated. So you leave the situation behind. Whether it's a job, a shitty boss, or a lover, or, you know, a spouse. It looks like you're resisting something though, and you're very defensive. Some things here I see you feel are hopeless, and you feel like you need to introvert yourself and nurture yourself, take care of yourself. Let's see, we'll see when we clarify. What's the advice here for Taurus, please? Really? Five of Cups, the Fool, which is an Aries card. I see Scorpio here, I see Aries, I see Taurus, I see Libra. I also saw the water sign, and now I see air sign. I guess I don't see the fire signs yet. Anyway, except for the Aries card over here. It's telling you to take a leap of faith. It's telling you to take a risk, but it's telling you to weigh those options carefully. There is a person in your life that can be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The King of Swords is here. Sorry, getting adjusted to the camera. But the Five of Cups talks about feeling guilt, loss, regret. You don't want to get stuck there. You have one life. You have one path. As long as you do things karmically correct and you're above board and you do things right, you shouldn't be concerned or worried about it. I do see the Knight of Cups in reverse, though. It looks like you're resisting probably from asking this person out or going out with them. You're looking at some guilt and regrets from your past. Don't focus on those. Focus on the new abundance that's coming in. Really consider your risk options. There's also, for some of you, I'm hearing like some good news, some not good news, no news or bad news not being taken gracefully. And it's saying that you need to handle this for those of you. That's a small pocket of you. This is about starting a new chapter, guys. This is about letting go something from your past. Maybe you tried out a few things, right? Maybe you tried 2, 3 different things. You dated a few people. Now you made your choice, right? It's about you. It's about your life. It's about your path. It's time to go down that route. You know, it's okay to make these mistakes or these choices. Because look at what you're doing. You're leaving something difficult behind. You're going slow and cautiously. This is it. You had the fight. The worst is done here in the middle of the week. And now it's telling you, consider whatever risk you're going to take. Just hang back. Watch what you do in regards to not being manipulative in the emotional department. We'll see when I clarify that. But that's kind of the vibe I'm getting from the Knight of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Wands in reverse, it's like not asking somebody out, not talking to somebody, blocking them, holding back. Not engaging on a manipulative tactic. So it's either being done to you or you're doing it. Either way, root it out and deal with it, because that's like a no-no for you, because shit's not going to work out. Don't live in the land of guilt and regret. It's onward, upward from now. What is the outcome here, please? I think you're thinking about, you know, leaving someone behind and you feel bad about it. It is what it is. If you're a lover or have a lover, you're going to resist them and break up with them. Some of you, this is now literally the fire sign I was talking about, and this is Leo energy. You're still trying to make a choice with this 2 of swords. Sorry, trying to figure out the camera angle here. There you go. Throwing a dart against the wall and seeing if you'll hit bullseye. And if it doesn't, that means no to that person. If it does, yes to this person. You are resisting a lover. You are. Or you're ending it with one. Let's see. Let's start clarifying them. Nine of Swords, Justice. Seven of Cups. Yeah, okay. You might have engaged in a third party situation. Maybe not. Maybe you were dating. Maybe you were like seeing a bunch of people, talking to a bunch of people. You're going to end it. You're walking away from it because you know how you feel. You know that something is unrequited. And at the end of the day, if it's unrequited, what are you doing with it? You're wasting your energy and you're wasting their time. And I think this is what the Justice is in the back of your mind. You're trying to make your options here. You're like, oh, which one's the right option for me? But you know what? It's best that I walk away from the thing that I don't even care about, the thing that bores me half to tears. You know, I'm done with like playing around. I think I found my person. It's time to end, you know, this charade and go towards my wish fulfillment. What is the Six of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles? As you're doing this, as you're leaving and going and moving forward here, leaving rough water, it's like you're sneaking out in the middle of the night. It's like you're ghosting, or you're slowly trying to word I'm looking for. You know, when you slowly kind of like disappear, but not exactly. Shit, what's that word? I can't believe I'm lost for words. Nine of Swords, you're having sleepless nights and you're stressing and you're having anxiety. But this is why you're doing it ever slowly, because you're being cautious. Yeah, you're distancing yourself. Shit, I couldn't even think of the word. There it is. You're distancing yourself. You're texting them. You're using small energy to do so. It's like, okay, say you were texting somebody every day and you were full on, and now you're like, okay, I'll text them every 2-3 days, like sort of breadcrumbing them, but not. You're distancing yourself. The Empress and the Tower, please clarify. Yeah, see, here's the breadcrumbing card, the Six of Pentacles. And then the Page of Wands, and then the Ten of Wands. Okay, so this thing that you tried to do or engage in or look into, the curious thing over here with this Page of Wands, it turned out to be too much of a headache, too much of a burden. It was too much of breadcrumbing. It didn't feel like this person was giving you that total wish fulfillment that you were looking for. So there was a tower moment. There's like a, you know, an ending, a fight, an argument, like a spat. Welcome to Gemini season, where people just like, you know, their tongues are sharp as knives. Especially with like the new moon in Aries during Gemini season. Aries is an action type of energy, and Gemini is very cerebral, but it's more communicative. So putting those two combinations together, people's tongues are sharp as knives. Can hurt. What is the Fool? The Page, no, the Knight of Cups in reverse. This Knight of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Five Cups in reverse, please. Okay, so whatever this meltdown is, or whatever this breakup is, or this, you know, segueing out of situation, you're going to start healing from it. You might think that you feel like you're trapped. You're really not. Maybe you just got yourself involved in a couple situations, Taurus, and you're thinking of how to get out of them. Just do you. Be honest, be real, and if somebody confronts you or says something, be like, look, I'm sorry, I thought this would be something that would work out for me. It's just not. You know, we date people to see if we're compatible with them, right? And then we realize we're not, so then we start distancing ourselves. Or we find ourselves to be bored, or we find ourselves like that they're not the right fit. That's no like shame or blame on anyone's part. It's just, it is what it is. As long as you go about it on an ethical kind of way, there's nothing really to worry about. But I think you know this because you're healing. So it makes me feel like it's like you're almost telling yourselves this. Like you're healing yourselves, and you're saying, you know what, this isn't my fault. This is just what happened. This is just how it is. This is life. I'm carving out my life. I'm sorry that it didn't work out for the other person, but it is what it is. And that's really your advice too. So do heal. Don't get stuck in, you know, blame game and shame. Now let's see what the, and I know like everyone's out there be like, it's not my fault. I don't blame myself. Sometimes we have this subconscious part of us that we really don't look at, and then it just creeps up on us when we least expect it. That's the stuff we have to look at sometimes and say to ourselves, no, really, truly, I'm a human being. I'm allowed to make mistakes. I'm allowed to go down a certain path and then turn around and correct it, course correct myself. That's really okay. As long as you're ethical and above board, if you're being honest, it is what it is. All right. Strength and Queen of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you're cutting your losses. So you're resisting talking to somebody, or you're cutting someone off that you think might be a lover, mistress, whatever. It's just maybe too toxic for you. It's too much of a headache, too much of a problem, too much fear-based, obsession, codependency, toxic as shit. Ooh, sorry, I didn't mean to slam cards. Let's see what your romance angels have to say, Taurus. We'll clarify this. I hope I'm looking into the camera correctly. Because usually I put it up there, and that's why I look like my eyes are going out. And then the camera's now down. Ooh. Yeah, I had a feeling that some of you guys might be in between two people or just one person you don't know. Because you have very soon. I usually get this card very soon when it's somebody who, it can be unrequited. It can be like they're there. They're like option B. They're plan B. But we don't know if, or they're the only option, but they're not our type or the kind of person we would go with. They're not, resonating with you 1000%. But you also got it's safe for you to love. So two things could be saying here, and we'll see when we go in the extended video, but either you haven't opened yourself up to this person and that's why it remained unrequited and it never really created a foundation or a bond, because either you didn't open up or they didn't open up to be loved. I mean, and what's the one thing every human being wants? They want to love and be loved. So if it was only going one direction, it wasn't going to go well anyway. Very soon, I know I always get like when I'm not sure. So what I'm trying to say is either these two together, you can give it a chance and see where it can really go, or no. Scrap this and move on with your life. But we'll see when we clarify in the extended. So let's get to the Wisdom House of Night and see what's going on here. I finally brought a plant. Yes, I'm making things a little prettier, greener, nicer. I'm still waiting for my new desk. And I'm going to, don't be frightened with the neon sign. I need to have like earth and fire and water and air somewhere around here. Maybe some crystals, the crystals of the earth. All right, let's see what's going on here. High Priestess of Spirits, speaking of which, air sign. It's telling you to borrow some energy from the air signs, which is more cerebral, more thinking. Let's see why it's saying that. You have chosen the symbol to help guide you on this journey to find an answer to your question. Consider that there is an invisible spirit within all living things. Know that all things, events, and experiences are woven together like a magical web that can only be seen in the darkest night and not by human eyes. My child, everything that you need to know is a part of the divine scheme of things. A meaningful coincidence, a blessed friendship, a lover, a significant experience are all orchestrated by me, the universe, to help you become the powerful being you were always meant to become. No matter what's in front of you, something important is brewing. You will know the answer to what soon enough, but I will keep the secret as to why. You may step forward knowing that some things are meant to remain a mystery. They remain mysteries, guys, because if you were to know everything, like, with tarot and all this and that, you would mess up their plans, what the universe has in store for you. And that's why sometimes, like when we do tarot readings, the readings are cryptic. Mainly they're here to help you, use as tools to support you and guide you to, the things that you've been thinking about, the things that you've been feeling. Sometimes they're here to confirm it. Other times they can show you something about the other person that you didn't think about in the first place, like what they're thinking or how they're feeling. Another perspective is what I'm saying. But moreover, yes, you will know some things about the future, but not everything, because that's just how the universe works. And if they have something planned for you, they don't want you messing up those plans, guys. All right, this is what I have for you. Everyone else, I'll see you over at the extended reading. Thanks.